I think the president has lost his mind, everyone, okay? There is something obviously wrong with Donald J. Trump. He is doing a speech today in Davos, Switzerland regarding the position on why he needs to have Greenland to become part of the United States. He's actually standing up here trying to softly threaten everybody by talking about military action, but at the same time saying he won't take military actions, and admits that he was doing it because he knows that people are afraid of him. This is not the way that our president should behave when speaking at these events in another country, especially after threatening to take lands and anything that you want, oil, minerals, and resources. He's basically trying to tell everyone that he's the best to rule the world as he stands there and talks at the World Economic Forum. And then he gets mad in the midst of his speech because there are people in his head telling him that there are people talking about him right now, which is kind of true. But he gets very upset in the middle of his speech, and then he starts to whine and complain about the people whom he is speaking to while asking for parts of their country. This is a play out of the Best Friends playbook. All his friends, every dictator, have done this prior. It's actually truly embarrassing to have someone who represents us act like this in front of the entire world. The world is watching us. Why would anyone want to invest into helping America? Economically, militarily, aid. He is literally up on the 2026 World Economic Forum in front of the entire world, as I say again, sounding very much like someone from the past, which seems like it's starting to try to come around again. He sounded very much like Hitler. And this, my friend, is not a good look. I implore you to watch the speech in its entirety, to hear and understand for yourself. I know he brings a lot of anxiety and anger and stress to a lot of people, but if we are not aware of I know he brings a lot of anxiety, anger, and stress to a lot of people, but if we are not aware, how can we fight back? Now, of course, the Republicans came on TV right after to distract from the entire topic altogether. Instead of Mike Johnson trying to calm any kind of rhetoric that Trump has just caused, okay? Because I'm telling you, you have to watch the speech. Mike Johnson got on the podium to do his typical slide and hide role and ignore everything that we had just heard from the president. He starts blaming Democrats for inflation. What does this have to do with the United States wanting and now depending on taking another country? A piece of another country, I should say. Inflation has nothing to do with it. Listen, people. They are holding up shiny objects, hoping that the fool falls in love with his gold. I'm actually starting to wonder if maybe their next move, the Republicans, is to hope that the Democrats win and take them out of their jobless misery. Because this way, they could just move on. They can save face with Donald Trump. Oh, we tried. They didn't really turn their backs on him, so he can't really persecute them the way he does other political people. But, they can go on and stop taking antacid about every day and let somebody else take the job and deal with this mess. I don't know. But I do know, man, we have to pay attention to the things that is coming out his mouth, to the things that are actually happening. Okay. Well, I'll keep you in tune, and there's a lot going on today, so I'll keep you in tune if there's any other madness happening. But, here Between the Blurred Lines, we're going to talk about the truth. We're not going to lie and spit in. Nothing here is misinformation. This is not to put fear into people. This is just a conversation about the matters that are happening at hand, that are actually happening, not what is being told. We are looking between the blurred lines. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good day.